Patrol agents are the first in protecting the nation's borders, but a new report says they're in danger. There's been a big increase in assaults from narcotics or human smugglers, and things don't seem to be getting any better.
That is one of their ways of showing their frustration, and we're going to be more in numbers nationwide, and we're just going to have more area covered.
Organized criminal gangs have no fear of getting arrested in Mexico, but when they cross their loads north of the border, they try to evade arrest on armed and well-equipped vehicles. Agents are also attacked with rocks, gunfire aimed at their boats, Molotov cocktails, vehicular and physical attacks.
Every case obviously determines the amount of force, the amount of that the agent needs to take in order to effect the arrest.
Thank you very much, Fred, George. I am Roger Gitlin. I'm a teacher. I also live in Santa Clarita. And for you folks who run left-wing blogs, this is an anti-illegal. Illegal. You miss that word all the time. Immigration rally. So thank you very much for noting that on your left-wing blogs. I'd like to change the tone of this rally a little bit to be inclusive, and I'd actually like to talk to the folks over there at AnswerLA.org, and Mr. Gittleson, I'd like your group, if you want to come on over and hear what I have to say. I think it's important. I think it's something you and I, we met at January's meeting at City Council, and I told you then, and I'll tell you now, we probably have more things in common than you think we do. But I want to talk to you today about the darker side of illegal immigration. Some of the folks who come across to our country are not here just to work. They're here to wreak havoc, to commit crimes, and nobody could support that. Nobody in their right mind could support that. I want to tell you about the Bologna family of San Francisco. 48-year-old Tony Bologna, his sons Michael, 20, and Matthew, 16, were viciously and senselessly murdered as the Bolognas were sitting in a vehicle that happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. They were allegedly, because he's not gone to trial yet, assassinated by an illegal alien by the name of Edward Ramos. He's yet to go to trial. He was in Sanctuary City, San Francisco, California. Nobody can be in favor of that. Nobody can be in favor of someone viciously murdering people. He shouldn't have been here in the first place. The Bologna family lost 2 sons and a father. This is not a standalone incident. Unfortunately, 2 days ago, Bologna's lawsuit was dismissed against the city of San Francisco, who harbors this sanctuary city policy, just like Los Angeles, California.
Your Honor, City Council, I thank you for the opportunity to speak to you tonight. And Bob, tonight is a special moment for you. You have brought attention to an issue that has needed to be addressed for a very long time. And what's going to happen as a result of tonight, I thank you for. Ladies and gentlemen, that we can gather at a city council meeting and discuss the topic of illegal immigration is amazing. This is something I've been looking forward to for many, many years. Since the day my son was murdered by an illegal, drug-running cartel member, and Dave was murdered simply because he was a cop.
Right now, the U.S. State Department is issuing a travel warning to Americans. Stay out of 3 Mexican border cities at all costs. Juarez, Nogales, and Nuevo Laredo are on the list because of ongoing drug gang violence. Drivers in Mexico need to be concerned. A video posted on YouTube shows men carjacking people. These drug gangs use the cars to block streets and hide from cops. And in one of those border cities, Nuevo Laredo, authorities are putting U.S. citizens on lockdown, warning them to stay indoors after deadly gun battles erupted between the Mexican military and heavily armed men from a drug cartel. The fighting so intense, people right across the border in Laredo, Texas, could hear the gunfire. Raul Salinas is the mayor of Laredo. Mr. Mayor, were you able to hear the shots?
I did not, but I got a lot of reports. I received a lot of reports about the gunfire. It's been going on for about a week on and off. It's pretty calm today, but in the last few days, we've had more than a dozen people that have been killed. And of course, we have concern, but the city of Laredo is very safe, and we are taking the appropriate action to ensure that we don't have a spillover. Our police department is doing a phenomenal job, working very closely with our county, state, and federal partners. We're working very hard, and at this time, you know, we're asking Washington to send us the funding so we can supplement our police department with more personnel, more equipment, and more resources. You're talking about the Zetas and the golf cartels battling each other for turf, gaining the turf in that area, and you have the Zetas and the golf cartel engage in gunfire with the military as well. The important thing is that it's time that we get more boots on the ground.
Yeah.
We've asked the Justice Department to get us more people, but Laredo, Texas continues to be a safe city, but obviously our departments are all on alert, working very closely, and that's the most important thing, to be engaged, to have communication, and working together with our partners in law enforcement.
Raul Salinas is the mayor of Laredo, Texas, and we certainly hope that the folks in Washington are listening to what you're asking for there, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
2 weeks ago, I met with President Obama. He promised that we would get word from his administration on what they were going to do to secure the border. Well, we finally got the message. These signs calling our desert an active drug and human smuggling area. These signs warning people of danger and telling them to stay away. I'm 80 miles away from the border and only 30 miles away from Arizona's capital. This is an outrage. Washington says our border is as safe as it has ever been. Does this look safe to you? What is our country coming to? We will not surrender any part of Arizona. We need to stand up and demand action. Washington is broken, Mr. President. Do your job. Secure our borders. Arizona and the nation are waiting.
Well, that's a start.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah.